What if science created a hybrid of a giant dragon and a cheetah, then added a giant kangaroo and a pangolin, and suddenly dropped it into the Late Cretaceous? Could it rise straight to the top of the prehistoric food chain? Less than a minute after opening its eyes, its very first hunt has already begun. The incubation chamber barely cracks open when three small horned creatures burst from the jungle and charge straight toward it. One opens its jaws and lunges directly for your neck, but the instant it gets within 2 meters, your body has already slipped sideways, and the bite completely missed. Before it can even turn, the enormous sickle claw on your right foot sweeps across its side. The entire clash lasts less than 3 seconds. The first creature drops out of the chase instantly. The other two turn and run, but the second prey starts running, and the hunting instinct buried inside your body suddenly goes into overdrive. All 4 limbs explode into motion. Dozens of meters disappear in a heartbeat. Just as the last prey leaps over a massive fallen tree, the giant kangaroo genes suddenly unleash an enormous burst of power through your body. You launch completely off the ground, clear the obstacle, and land right behind it. Your massive sickle claw follows the momentum, and the second creature is officially out of the race. Only then does a cold electronic voice echo inside your mind. Experimental subject 001 deployment complete. Fusion genes confirmed. Giant dragon, cheetah, giant kangaroo, and pangolin. Only now do you finally see what you have become. Your body stretches more than 5 meters long, carrying the powerful frame of a giant dragon. Your 2 hind legs are unbelievably powerful, with a massive sickle claw on each foot. 2 curved blades ready for whatever nature throws at you. From the back of your neck across your shoulders and along both sides of your body, thick black armor plates protect your entire frame. Cheetah genes give you incredible speed. Giant kangaroo genes give you explosive acceleration. Pangolin genes give you an almost absurd defense. And those inherited giant dragon claws are the ultimate finishing weapon. The last horned creature has escaped deep into the jungle. You don't hesitate for even a second. That terrifying speed activates once again. It looks back and sees absolutely nothing behind it. But the instant it turns forward, you're already bursting from the bushes beside it. One sweeping motion of your serrated claw is enough, and the third prey is out too. From that day forward, every creature nearby has a new reason to stay alert. You no longer need to chase prey for hundreds of meters like an ordinary prehistoric predator. You simply use cheetah speed to close the gap. Once you enter the final 10-meter zone, those powerful hind legs explode forward. Most prey barely have time to realize which direction you're coming from before those massive claws are already sweeping down. But what really makes you fearless is the thick black armor covering your shoulders and back. During one hunt, a massive horned dinosaur suddenly charges from the side. Its razor-sharp horn scrapes across your shoulder armor, but it can't break through. The impact still sends you sliding several meters sideways. But when you regain your footing, there's only one deep scratch on the thick armor plates. The flesh underneath hasn't even been touched. That's when you finally understand the pangolin armor isn't just about survival. It turns a high-speed predator into a creature with an unbelievable margin for error, even while moving at full speed. But then, not long afterward, an earth-shaking roar rolls across the forest. A fully grown giant, nearly 9 meters long, slowly emerges between the trees, drawn toward the scene. The smaller predators immediately scatter. But you don't retreat. You charge straight toward the giant. This time you don't even slow down! The giant opens its jaws and lunges for your upper body. At the final instant, you cut sharply to the side. Your massive sickle claw sweeps across its thigh, forcing the giant to stumble back. The giant spins around. Its second bite clamps onto your armored shoulder. Enormous pressure crashes against the black armor, but the reinforced plates hold firm against the crushing force. The teeth can't fully break through the protective layer. And before the giant can release its grip, your powerful hind legs suddenly explode. Your entire body launches violently sideways, and then comes the final move. You slice sideways, right along the edge of those massive jaws. Your powerful hind legs suddenly explode with force. Your body launches upward beside its head, and both enormous sickle claws sweep toward its head and neck. The massive dragon staggers forward several steps, but eventually, that enormous body can no longer stay upright, and crashes into the grass. The electronic broadcast echoes through the forest once again. Specimen 001 combat mode, high-speed hunting type confirmed. Danger level, A-class. Codename, Yin Lian. But the instant the voice fades, the ground beneath your feet begins to tremble again. Deep within this prehistoric nature, the trees are being forced aside by something even larger. A gigantic head slowly emerges from the shadows. An adult Tyrannosaurus Rex. It glances at the fallen dragon, then fixes its gaze directly on you. And suddenly, it charges. You don't run. Nope, you accelerate straight toward it. The Tyrannosaurus snaps its massive jaws downward, but at the very last second, you slip sharply to the side. Crack! Its enormous jaws slam shut behind you, and you're already cutting across its exposed flank. Your sickle claw tears across its thigh. The Tyrannosaurus spins around with tremendous force, but you're already outside its attack range. Too slow. You charge back in, and a second wound opens. Now the giant predator is completely exposed. Its enormous head sweeps violently from side to side, and this time, it finally catches you. Your entire body is hurled through the air. You roll across the ground several times, but when you regain your footing, the thick black armor across your shoulders and back is still firmly protecting your body. A few deep pressure marks, and that's basically the entire damage report. You shake your head, then charge forward again. The Tyrannosaurus has enough raw power to end this battle with one devastating attack. But here's the problem. It simply cannot keep up with you. You dart in from the edge of its vision. Left side. It turns around. And boom! You're already attacking from the rear right! The cheetah genes propel you into striking range, while the kangaroo genes unleash an explosive burst over the final few meters, and the pangolin armor simply absorbs the occasional crushing blow. Meanwhile, those 2 sickle claws keep driving the Tyrannosaurus backward. The T-Rex is running out of options. It lowers its head and launches one final charge. You don't dodge early. You stand your ground and face the charge head on. waiting, until those enormous jaws are almost directly in front of you. And then, both hind legs unleash everything. Your entire body launches straight into the air. The Tyrannosaurus bites down on nothing but empty air. You vault over the top of its head and land directly beside its skull. Your front claws lock tightly around its neck, while both powerful hind legs rise simultaneously. The massive sickle claws strike in rapid succession. The Tyrannosaurus thrashes wildly, but within seconds, you shift your attack. You release your front claws and land safely back on the ground. The Tyrannosaurus still tries to pursue you, but after only a few staggering steps, its enormous body begins to sway uncontrollably. Even its powerful hind legs are struggling to support its weight. Finally, it can no longer hold up its massive body, and down it crashes into the prehistoric forest. Dead leaves and soil burst outward from the impact. Then, the entire prehistoric forest suddenly falls silent. You slowly approach the fallen Tyrannosaurus and plant one foot on its enormous head. After a brief pause, the electronic broadcast returns. Life signal of the highest level predator in the current area lost. Ecological test for specimen 001 complete. Danger level reassessed as S-class. And right at this moment, specimen 001 is no longer merely an experimental creature thrown into the Cretaceous for testing, because the creature truly being tested has already become the rule tree of the entire Cretaceous. But just as you reach the top of the prehistoric food chain, a blinding streak of fire suddenly tears across the sky. It looks like a tiny volcano has just been launched into orbit. Wait, that's another black incubation pod. It leaves a blazing trail as it tears through the clouds, and it crashes straight into a swamp several kilometers away. Mud and water erupt into the air. The electronic broadcast echoes through the forest again. Phase 2 experiment initiated. New experimental specimen deployment complete. Designation 002. You slowly turn your head. In the churning mud and water in the distance, a shadow far larger than you slowly begins to rise.